welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure: risk in the future trading. And You're very welcome to follow our signal at your own risk. All our videos are for educational purposes only. Uh, okay, let's see what we have today. Uh, a bit chopped today and Friday. For the ones that just joined us, we will be covering scalping automated trade, swing trading automated trade, and the signal automated trade. You can follow the signals coming from the left upper corner here on the first column. When there is a new signal, you're very welcome to follow it. And as an example, you have an entry price here, the entry price on the ES, 32.75, target 39 level, and there is a 13 ticks from the last entry signal. The same thing goes on the stocks and Forex. And as you see here, NASDAQ, on the pullback for a re-entry, safe entry on the pullback is 779250. Entry price 7786.50. Target 7817, and now we are 91 ticks into the target on the Nasdaq. What you see here, the blue charts, they are on the. We use an ATM automated to trade, so we can. If you see on the ES, I can control my target, and there is the second option as an example here, the Nasdaq. It is based on a fully automated trade. When we trying to change the target, it goes back because it's on a full automated trade. And the same thing, we will be covering some of the, as an example, this is a NASDAQ swing trade and automated trade. We started today around 8:30, 8:40, and then we will be covering also some of the a new auto trade as an example on the ES. This is our new auto trade, and we are really it's been released to the traders, and we are using. There is a short signal on the YM while we're talking. There is a short signal on the YM right now at 89 level, and the target is 337. We have a lot of support now on the straight on the YM. So probably we're gonna have some problem a little bit below the 63.79. Whoever following us on the YM, you have the target at 339. I have a little freeze up on the market analyzer because I've been having a problem, and YouTube is taking a lot. Just give me a second to sort out that problem. Thank you. On the YM, you have your target is 337. This is the last support line on the YM. If we able to hit the 363 below that, that's mean we are hitting. This is a very good call on the YM. So keep your eye on the YM with a 363. This is the final support line, and if we are breaking it, you're going down to the 39. This is a very good call on the YM. Okay, guys, this is a very good start on the YM. This is 250, and we're about to have a new call on an ES for the DAX traders. We have an entry right now, market order. This is a very good call on the YM, a good start. And we're going to extend the target. We're about to have a new signal on the ES. Please stand by. So we missed the target by 2 ticks on the YM. So it is up to you guys if you want to exit or if you want to stay on it. You got yourself a couple of $300 on this whenever you came out. So this was a very good call. Good start on a Friday. Uh, we need to see what will happen with the ES because the YM is to the short position if we look at the market analyzer. So there is a good potential for this YM to go back. So if you are still on this YM, you need to consider closing position. Do that, please. And we will try to get you a new trade whenever we can have a new trade. I'm not gonna um, go through every single chart at the moment. We need to keep our eye on the market, but on the swing trading and the new auto trade, we have the DAX on 1200. We have another NASDAQ on the 1200. DAX, NASDAQ, YM, Russell, ES. They all actually they are really mixed. This is coming from the swing trading and the T7. And then you can see there is a really mixed market between short and long. If we look at the NASDAQ, it is long, and the YM on the swing trading is short. Then the NASDAQ here is long, and the Russell is long. So it is a really, then the YM is short. It is a really mixed market. So we'll see what will happen in the market. It is a very, very, very mixed market today. But we call that YM. It is good. And now for the Nasdaq trader, if you are following the 1 minute, you are okay. And if you want to follow the signal on the 3 minutes Nasdaq, we still in that trade. And there is, if we notice on the 3 minutes, there is a double resistance. This is the same story what happened yesterday. And so here is the situation. The Nasdaq is bumping into double resistance here. The YM is getting heavy resistance, and also there is a resistance on the ES. So for that Nasdaq trade, I don't see that Nasdaq going any further up more than 1925, not unless if this ES going and a breaking or all those level, and that the ES has fell. Exactly, sir. Again, we need to keep our eye on this one here, sir. And it is, if you notice, Ben, we were about to change direction on the ES, and then because of the key was the 3125. So right now, what we're looking at, Ben, is to the ES is going back to retest that number, and immediately this one has an impact on your trade with the YM. And keep your eye on the Nasdaq to see what's going on. Beside the chop market, this market analyzer is based on one contract. We have 346 ticks into the profit based on one contract from the market analyzer. So still, we are doing extremely fine, Ben. And now we need to see if the key on 31 level 3075. This is the key right now. This is where we really like to see breaking that 3075. And if we keep our eye on the Nasdaq, as expected, the Nasdaq came into your zone, got projected, and then the second one got projection. That's mean on that chart right now, we are looking to go all the way down to the 288 easily. And if you are on the 3 minutes, actually right now, if you wanted to go on the 3 minutes, chart, you can go on the 351 short limited order on the YM as well. So this is limited order, not market order. It is for the ones follow on the DAX. We have one gentleman from Europe on the DAX. You are 729 euro on that trade, the one we called on the DAX. We're about to hit a new signal on the ES. For the guy is trading the YM. This is your trade. Um, you nailed around 700 euro on that one. You see, look, here's the key right now, guys. On the ES, this is your key right there, 31.25. And we need to see that key to break in order for that YM to break. So we will keep our eye on it. Okay, we need to break that area. For the DAX, we are about to hit 1,000 on that call. There is a there is a I would not close it, Chief, at 55. I will close it at 59 even. 59 even is a very good price on that. On the market analyzer, remember, it is only based on one contract, but on the auto trade, where you can use one or two, whatever you want. So right now, this ES got stuck in that channel where the resistance line at 35.25 and the 31. So this is where we are at now, and there is nothing we can do. Oh, I'm sorry. I think there is a buy. Oh, shoot, it's too late. But I don't know. You know, guys, keep your eye on the market analyzer here on the first column, because it is very hard to cover many instruments, and sometimes I cannot keep my eye on everything for you. So for the ones like to follow the new signal, keep your eye on this column here. Will plot for you where there is a new signal. I apologize. Sometimes I miss it because we are covering. Now we have a gentleman from wanted to trade the DAX. We have the gold. We have the ESY, MCL, and it is live. It is extremely hard to cover everything, guys. So please be careful and try to look at this first column here when it says a new signal, and this way you don't have to rely on me to call every trade for you. For the CL, sir. Okay, we're hitting right at this target on the CL. It's a shame that I didn't pay attention when I was busy with the ES and YM, but we hit the target on the CL. We're still on the same trade, Chief. We are get exit on this on 59 level. 59 should be fair enough on the DAX. On the 3 minutes, we just had a new signal on the 3 minutes, and the target on the full automated trade is 62.92. I doubt it because there is a double resistance at 62.54, but we'll see. The gold we got way above the exit, the target, and it came in right at the last resistance at 1283, but the exit was at 1280. And on the gold, we nailed. I mean, you don't have to nail the whole 83 ticks, but right now it is 82 ticks on the gold. Now it start, Gary, to get heavier. Now we have a double resistance here, projection, and it's getting heavier on the Nasdaq. So I'm not sure this Nasdaq gonna go anywhere. For the Russell, we have one guy from the Russell, Canada. It is very straightforward on the Russell, sir. We are going straight to the 604, but all depends on this ES. We will see what will happen to the ES, because this ES now is trying very hard that number 3125. 29, 31, 25. It is the key for this whole market right now. This is your key. If we break that area, we are looking for an extreme, beautiful trade, the one we called it right off when we started this morning. And that is going to give you probably double ticks. And if this one here not able to break the 29.31, the ES, that's mean we are on a whole long chop market. And fast your seatbelt. Yeah, thank you, Ben. I apologize, but believe me or not, it is much harder than it looks to cover everything and your life. So it is. Trust me, it is much harder than you think it is. And plus, an issue problem when you are on the net with the YouTube is sucking all your internet, and sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. So also, it is a problem. You cannot move around a lot, especially when you have a million chart open, trying to figure out what's going on. So it is a bit hard. Um, I'm talking to a lot of people, Chief. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I said. I forgot. Okay, let's keep going on this. If you like to use some of the reversal, you're very welcome to use some of those reversal. Oh boy. Finally, the market. You see, the market didn't the ES try many times to break the 31.25. It didn't. So now we are start going the opposite direction, and this is it. Let's see if we are able to break this one here. 1925, keep it in your mind. You know, this is where, if we look at this support line here, there is a double support line followed by another minor support line. So the 3125 was the key. If this market broke this 91.30 we would have had the Nasdaq and the YM drop like a yo-yo. But because it fell, now this market is going to try to find another exit, another because it got stuck in this channel between the 35.25 and the 31.25. So we are going back and forth for the half an hour. So we need to see either a breakout from that area here, the 35.25, or we need to go below that area. And this is where you get aggravated when you are auto trading, manual trading, hand trading, whatever you want to call it. This is where you get caught in a channel where you should not. You should be away from that until when everything is in order. Because right now, no matter what you do on this ES, it is you're making a bet, and you cannot change the direction on that ES. So if you make 10 takes, it is by luck, it's not by trade. And next time, in 10 minutes from now, you take the same trade and you lose. That's why you're not consistent. For Fallon to read the market is stuck in that channel, and there is no long. If you are on a position, that is fine. If you are in a position, but you should not be taking any new trade right now on the ES until we get the things out in the clear. We have some problems on the Nasdaq. We have some problems on the YM. We've been on the same trade on this ES. Now it is 10:32, and when we started at 10 o'clock, we called that trade, and now we've been on that trade for 20 minutes. Yes, Ben. Yes, and so let's see what happened. But nevertheless, we are on almost 400 ticks to the plus. Now, for the guys don't have money to trade all of it, that's very fine. Normal guy with Ninja Trader platform have around 5,000. So on the ES, you have 10 ticks. On the Nasdaq, 124 ticks, and on the YM, 20 ticks. I don't want to say 140, 150 ticks, but if you can manage by one contract, and one contract, walk away with 50 ticks, you should be a happy man, because you're not doing anything, you're just following the signals. Or if you want to, in that matter, you're just following the auto trade. So this is not bad at all. So right now we are on the Russell with 620, and we are about to hit the target on the. I mean, look, this is the Russell, and this is your Nasdaq, and both of them, they are over $1,500. Forget the rest. Forget the auto trades. You know, if you can find anything better, go ahead and purchase this, please, and I will purchase one for me too. If you can find anything can be consistent like that, you're very welcome. And the plus side, the charts are plotting everything for you. You don't need anyone to guide you. You need a little training for a couple of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depends from one trader to another. But you do not need somebody to guide you and tell you where those trades are, because they're already plotted on your chart. So there we go. Welcome to trading. Now we just hit the 400 ticks into the profit on the base on the 1 minute. And this is market analyzer is based on 1 minute. So this is a very good, and we're about to close the trade on now the Russell is gonna close around. This is not an ATM. This is a full automated, so we cannot control the trailing stop and stop loss. Not unless if you want to override it. And look at this. Let's look at the 1 minute ES. Again, it's right at the zone at 36.25. We need to see some kind of breakout, and this is not enough. We need to break that 37 level, or we need to break that level 31.25. Let's see what will happen. Look at this, guys. Look where is the target, and look where the high on the Russell, and is about to close it. 620 on that trade. Thank you. This is not unusual for the guys are trading fully automated. You might gonna miss a good trade by one tick. So in other words, you cannot just close your eye or go to sleep when you are using this one here. Like this is an example. We missed one tick to close the target. And if the market turn around, you're gonna give away $500 probably. So it is very important to keep your eye on it. If you want to go do the dishes, you want to go wash your car, do your yard, whatever ticks you off, that's fine. But you need to go back to your room, and keep your eye on things. Like as an example, right now, I'm sitting here missing one tick. Should I be on that trade? Should I close? Am I pleased with that trade? And this is a lot. We get this question. Can I, emotionally he's disturbed. He doesn't want to look at the chart. I don't know. You have no problem making money, but you have a problem looking at it. But on this one here, guys, if you look the Russell, we missed the target by one tick. Is it worth it not to look the chart? Really, is it? You have no problem. You wanted the money, but you don't want to look at the chart, and you have to look at the chart and say, you know, what the hell with the sticks? I'm closing it here, because if there's a pullback right now, you're gonna give all this money back, because the trailing stops are not dummy trailing stops; they are based on the floating fibs. So. Um, So it's up to you what you want to do with it. There we go. Look at this. You see? It is sad. Look at this. It is sad. So that's why, guys, you need to look at it. The NASDAQ, we still have the same problem on the 1925. On the 1 minute, the NASDAQ already hit the target on 1 minute. But on the 3 minutes, we have a double resistance as well at 32 and 33. So this is going to be a bit problem in that area as well. Projection resistant on the ES. It is a big mess on the ES. On the CL, we got a little pullback from the entry price, and now we broke the 62.23. I think we are on a free ride all the way up to the target. There is a double resistance at 62.52. So we will take it out at 62.51. 62.51 is your target on the CL. For the ones who are using the 1 minute, you should be hitting the target. This is the second time the CL hitting the target. And 62.31, and now we are about to hit it one more time, hitting the target. So on the CL, we are okay on the 1 minute. And we're still waiting on the uh, I cannot say that, but I can share what you said, Ben, because we were covering this one here. We still missing one tick to close, so we have one of our customer. So he's a nice guy, but I don't blame him for saying that. I would too, So uh, so don't be pissed, Ben. It's gonna nail it right now. So we are okay. So on the ES, we're gonna keep our eye. There is no trade on the ES, folks. We are into major projection resistance, and we are about the target. So there is nothing. Thank you, sir. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, sir. So on the Russell, I'll keep my eye for it. And then on the CL, we have a problem on the CL at 62, 51, 53, and 54. You see there is a double resistance here, so you got to be careful on that one. As you see, the CL target hit on the 1 minute. This is the second time we hit the target. And there is a good potential to go all the way to those yellow lines. We are in the yellow lines, so we'll see. Okay, guys, keep your eye on those two double resistance here. And on the NASDAQ, if you want to close it, we have 831.25 and 833.25. This is a problem here. So if you are on the 3 minutes, please try to consider take out those trades at 831. If you are on the CL, try to exit at 62.50. And on this one here, there is nothing holding the Russell, but we missed one tick on the target. So I don't know if you want to close it or you want to hang on for this one tick. I think that the tick is not even worth it because you're gonna buy a headache pill more than this one tick. Anything gives you stress, throw it out. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. All the B scalpers hit target. You're right, sir. Very good, Ben. So right now for the ES traders, guys, there is nothing to trade on the ES because there is a 937. There is a resistance projection, and it is nasty. Has It's been trying so hard to break that area here. So we're still on that trade. The entry price is 29.3275. 17 ticks into that trade, and nothing we can do. To get to the target, I think we will have a problem with the ES. Once we hit the target, we have three different problems here. We'll see, but it is over for the ES once you hit the target close on the 1 minute. So now that's what we've been waiting on, the 3 minutes. The double resistance here at 29.75. You need to exit at that tick precisely. On the CL, you need to exit at 62.51, please. 62.51. And for Mr. Ben, your before you cuss out your broker, here you're gonna get 1041. There we go. CL, Nasdaq. There we go. Right to the tick, guys. Look at this. Right to the tick. Right to the tick. 1,100 Nasdaq, 340. What is around? What is it? Is it around a couple thousand? Okay. So please, if you can find better system, run and purchase 2 licenses. Oh boy. Let's see if we're gonna hit it. Look, where is this Nasdaq? Exactly where we expect it. Look at this. Look. I swear trading, it is a challenge and it is an art. I love it. Once you know the trick and the trading, you start. Look at this Nasdaq, how it came in right 32.25. That's what exactly we said to close. You see that? I mean, we fight to the tick. Trading. Trading is the opposite of the marriage. When you get married, you go on a honeymoon, you enjoy life, and then you start collecting mud. When your children start, they are born, and then you have to worry about money, school, kids, hospitals. With the trading, you start with a pile of mud, and then you get the honeymoon afterwards. So it's like you're taking the jar upside down. With the trading, you start with a nightmare, and then the longer you try to learn it, the easier it gets on you. So it is the opposite of the marriage. So you got to be patient with trading, but then once you get to know the habits of trading, and you understand how the markets move, then you are honeymooning, and so it pays off later. You have to think about it this way. Okay, so again, guys, on a full automated trade, how many times we came into 6037 and the target 604? Should we really sit down for that last take? On the CL, we were expecting to go all the way up to the 62.53. It did not. Now there is a pullback. On the Nasdaq, we nailed it right to the tick, and this is not bad at all. So let's look at the ES to see what's going on with the ES. It's exactly what we are expecting. That's what we expected, and we will be barely hit the 40.25, and then we can call the ES off. Okay, look, the Nasdaq is trying to climb onto this 31.50 and 33.50. Look at this. is it really worth it to stay on that trade with the Nasdaq? Is it really? You need to say, is it really worth it? Now we have a reversal on the CL, and now we are going to do a lot of chops in here with the CL. Now you can see how the market fired the reversal. So we have a fatigue in this market with the CL, and the market is just not going anywhere right now. And here is the confirmation where we expected 32.50, 32, and this is where exactly where you need to take off and a close position, despite what the auto trade have the target, but this is where we need to close position. I swear it's not about promotion, but I don't see how any trader can trade without those fibs. You know, uh, it is the cheapest and the best investment you will ever get. This less $1 a day that can save you hundreds of dollars a day. This is the best investment you will ever get in this trading industry. So, and they are extremely accurate because when you are on a good trade, and when you understand where you need to maximize your profit, we were over 1200 and now we are less than 950. So if you have those fibs, you would have got those $200 more, and that $200 would have paid for the whole year and cover yourself. So the cost on those fibs is one bad trade. So as an investor, you should put it in one hand and you should see how much you are blind without those lines, and then it's up to you to handle it. You know. So this is an extreme. I don't know. I will not even invest $1 in this market. Take everything away from me, but do not take the fib line. Okay, it's time for a nice fresh coffee, and we will. We're still on that trade with the swing trading Nasdaq. We're still on that trade, and because of the ES, we will cover that right after the coffee. What the auto trade did. Exactly, sir. You hit it. Most of the time, greed get us in trouble. Exactly. We have. You will be surprised. I don't know. I talk about my members. We have around 65, 70% the greed killing them, and the rest are not greed. But they become, when they start getting the confidence back, it's like you're putting them on the buffet table, and they cannot stop. And this is wrong. Patient, like right now on the ES, we are done with the ES. There is nothing to trade, and do I really need to sit down and look at the Nasdaq when we knew where you need to close position? If I was sitting by myself, Ben, and I would have been done by now, an hour ago, and left. But I do have responsibility, support customers, live web. But if I was just a private investor sitting by myself in a room, which I missed a lot to be by myself, I really miss it. I cannot wait one day that I can be alone without any disturbance. But I would have been done by now, and walking away with a good size of money this Friday. So this luxury you have, that you can sit by yourself and turn off your telephone, your Skype, and just and enjoy your trading. I really miss it a lot. Uh, I mean, I have people talking to me from 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. We have a lot of traders trade the DAX. Then I go with the Europeans, and then we go on the US session. So from morning till evening, nonstop, I'm talking. So I missed to be alone. I really did. So now we climbing again to the 32.25, and the ES hitting the target. There is nothing left on the ES you can trade because it is in this two yellow line. Once it gets into those two yellow line, if you've been watching us before, you have them on the downside and you have them up. Once this market entered the two yellow lines, no more long trade. And whoever been following us on the YouTube, they never fail. I cannot say they never fail, but most of the time they do not fail. 9 out of 10. Uh, so look at this one, Ben. Look at this one, Ben. I mean, whoever sits and wait on that take, he deserve it if the market pull back on him. Okay, guys, time for fresh coffee. I'll be right back. Thank you. In the meantime, while we're waiting, we will be looking at some of the trade with the new auto trade. Yesterday, actually, we had a lot of traders has tested, and they were very happy with it, and they hit their target. Today, um, we we started around 8:30, and we took that trade around 8:42 on the 3 minutes, and we hit it. Um, I'm covering only the ES right now, and on the Renko bar, I like the. I mean, we have some traders who wanted the Renko bar. I never thought I will be covering Renko bars, but on this Renko bar, also with one trade. Oh, thank you, sir. A new signal YM. Thank you for. I'm sitting bubbling here, and okay, we have a buy entry on the YM. Um, and um, the entry is 26416, and that, that's why, guys, I said keep your eye on the first column, and we have finally been finally it hit it. Thank you, Ben, for telling us about this new signal right now, and we have a little resistance at 34. Once we break it, we are a home free all the way to the 64 56. The CL, you still have to close at 62.52 on the CL, please. When you are using the ATM, you can use your trailing stop. Those are floor fibs. And whoever is on that trade at 432, so you will try to exit at 64.56, please. It is, again, guys, it is very hard for me to keep up. Now, before we started, before on the live with ES and NASDAQ and Dow Jones, they were very simple. But now we open a new line for CL, DAX, Russell, and gold. So I got my hands full here. So please try to follow the first column here. When there is a new signal, plot a new signal, and it gives you the entry, and it gives you the target. So keep your eye constantly on in here, because I'm chatting with our members. I'm covering a lot, so you gotta be patient with me. I apologize. Sometimes I miss some of the signals, but you have to do it yourself sometimes and look. And it is very easy. Like the YM, I was busy. One of our customer told me to say it, and we thank him for it. Thank you, Ben. And the entry is right in front of you on the market analyzer, 6416, and the target it is 459. There is no hula bula here, and there is nothing. It's all written. Where is your entry and what is your target? It's not. And sometimes I call it trade in between, but everything is written right in front of you on the chart. So you don't need to wait on me to call the trade. You can follow this one here, this market analyzer. This market analyzer, it is based on 1 minute, and it gives you from the entry price to the target how far you are in that trade. As an example, right now, based on one contract and 1 minute, We are on a 553 ticks into the profit. The Nasdaq is gonna hit it. The YM is gonna go up, guys. Don't mind this resistance. It stopped at this resistance line, but it's gonna break it. If you are on that trade, do not worry. We will be breaking it, and the next level is going to be around 456. So we are doing fine with that. On the Nasdaq, we are about to hit the. I'm sorry, on the CL, we are about to hit the resistance line at 62.52. Little pullback, but don't let it get you. On the ES, the 2 minute, which the 2 minutes and the 3 minutes, we will be covering it on the private webinar on Monday. And now we are on that trade with the ES. And this is on the new auto trade. One of the things is for our traders, it is very important. Look at the difference between that auto trade on the 2 minutes, took one trade, and that 2 minutes. On that 2 minutes, I have the stop loss and the trailing stop, and I took over from the auto trade. Okay. And as you see, we have one. And as you see, we have one losing trade here, and then a break even. And now we are going on this trade. Very fine. On this one here is one trade. This one here, because I interfered with it, and on this one here, if you put it on 000, then you let the auto trade take over, and we will be covering that on Monday. There is two options where you can say I wanted to use 10 ticks of stop loss or 15 ticks of stop loss and a trailing stop, or you can have the auto trade take over if you put it on 0. So We don't have any trades right now, guys. On the ES, we are already done on the ES. On the 3 minutes automated, full automate, we already hit the target. On the gold, we are already over the target. And the Russell, we hit the target. And there is nothing left on the except those two here, the full automated CL, where we have a resistance at 62.51. And the Nasdaq, we still have those two trade. For the ES on the signal, we are already accomplished a pretty good trade on that, and we are waiting on a new signal or a new trade. One of the things is the 30-year Treasury bond is going in the same direction with the ES. I don't like that, but I don't know what to say. Just somebody has to go back the opposite direction, either the 30-year Treasury bond or the ES. So we did a very well today on an ES. Maybe you need to consider closing because this is between those two yellow lines and it is over. And there is no more trades once you enter those dangerous zone. There is no more trade to the long side. It is finished to the long side. And actually, this is where you start need to thinking how to reverse the market. We have teach you before how to reverse the market, but I got my hands full today. I'm not gonna able to redo, but we have plenty of videos. We teach you how you can reverse the market. At the moment, we are on a 500 ticks of profit, which it was a little bit over 500 based on one contract. And now the market starts sinking, and that's very fine. And maybe we'll get a new signal, and I would love to give a new signal. Today is a Friday, so maybe we'll give a free signal one more time before we check out today. So, guys, for the YM, we're still on that resistance line at 433, and I should really break it, but now the market is sinking, so there is nothing we can do. So Okay, so we are sitting on a standby here. Um, let's see if we are able to get a new signal. keep your eye on the ES. If we are breaking those area here at below the 37 level, and it is very important to break those two, this line here at 37 level. We'll see if then we're gonna have a new signal. So we're not that far from a new signal. We need to keep our eye on this level 37. We're coming to it. Yes, the YM is short on the 3 minutes, and it will be short very soon also on the 1 minute. You're right, but keep your eye on the ES, Zhigorov, because we have a double support line on the 37 level. If you look at your 1 minute chart, we need to see that ES break those two lines before we start taking short on it. So as long as this market, the ES above the 37, we will not be touching short at the moment. It is a key, the 37. We cannot mess with that, you know. So as you notice here, your last stop is at 37 level, and then follow also by another support line. So we need to break this area here. I don't know if you can see it on the YouTube channel, but once we break those, Jigorv, then I will be start looking at the YM short trade. Or okay, there we go. We have a sell, but I'm not sure I want to take the sell trade on the YM right now until we see the ES break those level. So again, the I'm having a problem. The internet, the YouTube is sticking a lot today. I don't know why. Please do not go short on the ES, not unless if you want to reverse the market. But in order for you to short the ES again, we have to see that ES below the 37. Anything above the 37 is not going to do the trick for you. You're going to be chopped. So we are at the really critical area between the resistance line and the support line 37. We need to break the 37. So the key is 37, and nothing we can do on that. So for the CL traders, we have covered that uh, long time. Uh, the target is 62.61, but you need to close at 62.50. So the 37, and right below that there is a 36.50. So we need to see this market close below that line here, and we should get it. We should get it. Slow, but we are getting it. And it is obvious because the 30-year Treasury bond going long and the ES going long. So there is it's always when the 30-year Treasury bond going with the ES the same direction, whether short or long, you're gonna have those problems. Like right now, we are sitting on a standby. There is nothing we can do. But if that 30-year Treasury bond, the opposite direction of the others, the market goes smoothly, even on your auto trade. When you turn on your auto trade and your 30-year Treasury bond is in the same direction, it doesn't matter where this auto trade come from, us or somebody else is irrelevant. It's not the auto trade, it's the market movement. So it doesn't matter which auto trade you are using, whether it's ours or somebody else. If this 30-year Treasury bond is in the same direction as the ES, you have a problem, you have a chop. And now the market is sitting on idle and there is no direction. We're waiting on a new direction. So we will see if this ES breaking that line, then we will have a new signal, and then the rest is going to follow because the YM is already jumped on the wagon with the short. So if the ES going to jump onto the short, then the Nasdaq is going to drag the Nasdaq down, and probably it will go short. So now we are waiting on that ES. It's been trying now for quite a time to break the 37 level. So your key right now is 37 and 36.50, the ES. As long as that ES is above this line, we have a chop. Once we get the short signal, once we hit below 36.50, the whole market is going to change again and is going to move. But you cannot have too positive. You cannot. You simply will not. And the bonds is very strong. So you cannot have too positive. You have to have positive and negative, like in electricity. So when there is too positive, your light bulb is not gonna turn on. So also your account should be off. Think like this, simplify it. So right now we're just waiting again for this ES. First, we are done with the trade, and on this ES, we nailed very good trades on the ES. We almost hit all the way to the target, and the highest was 900. And right now we are just waiting on the last. We're done with that direction, so we are waiting on getting a new direction. Is a short trade, and there is nothing you can do right now to enter the market because you're gonna get in trouble. Simple, very simple. You get it in trouble. So if this Nasdaq now start dropping below those numbers here, then we probably gonna be looking at the ES. Once the ES give us a new signal, then the rest is going to follow. So and then we're gonna have a plenty signals. So we are sitting on a standby, guys. I'll try to stay until we get the new signal. Okay, I'll be quiet. There is nothing wrong with the microphone, But I don't want to get you in trouble. We started good today, and we keep it good. And we'll see if we can get those new signal. If you wanted to scalp the market, you can scalp it from this market analyzer here on the right upper side. Right now, there is no trade. Now there is a short trade on the CL. You can follow the scalping, and if you want to, or if you want to stay away and stay with the swing trading, is up to you. Once we have a new signal, it doesn't matter. But okay, now we got the thank you, Tendo. We got the 30-year Treasury bond going to. You think you always you've seen it all. The market now, the 30-year Treasury bond. There we go. Look, the CL. We told you you need to close at 62.52. This is it. It's finished on the CL. This is really funny. And now the 30-year Treasury bond going to the sell position, a new sell, and is reacting with it, the ES and the Nasdaq. Sometimes this market doesn't make sense, and all what you can do, laugh about it. There's nothing you can do. And the 30-year Treasury bond, when we give the short position, now the market, actually the CL is acting normal with the 30-year Treasury bond, because this one did go down, immediately went up where we told you need to exit at 62.52. Right on take. It is done. It is over. But what is really makes me sick is the ES, when the 30-year Treasury bond did give us the sell signal. The ES start going with the same direction as the 30-year Treasury bond. And this is laughable because, it doesn't make sense. Because when we get the 30-year Treasury bond, we need to see the Nasdaq start climbing all the way to the target at 51. And this is how you get misguided in the trading, because you can see there is a play in here. You can see immediately the game is much bigger than you and I together. And also, you have to keep your eye. Today is a Friday and it's 11:33, so this is have a huge impact as well. So we've been on that trade for over an hour. We told you exactly where to exit, and we nailed it right to the tick where you need to exit on the CL. It is done, and now if we notice, because the 30-year Treasury bond go into sell position. Now the Nasdaq start reacting, and here's the worst nightmare: the ES should be start reacting because of the 30-year Treasury bond, and should go back and climb all the way to the 44.50. This is in 30, but right now the ES is very weak, and the only thing is responding is the CL and the Nasdaq, and the DAX is responding to the 30-year Treasury bond. And actually, we're about to have a new signal on the DAX. We have one guy from Europe. We'll help him with it, and we're about to have a new signal on the. But the ES is not responding to the market. Very simple, guys. We nailed the CL right on the tick where we told you 62.50, and you nailed it right in there. So let's see. Seems like there is a sell-off on an ES. Keep your eye closed, and let's see if we're gonna have a new signal on the ES. Okay, it seems like we're about to break those level. We said the 37. And followed by 36.50. Let's see if we are breaking it. Then we have a new signal here, guys. Your key is 37, without a doubt. Now, guys, for our members, when you get the buy signal on the YM, this is the one you need to follow. The buy signal on the YM. Now, it is on a sell, and if this uh, Nasdaq start going up and the ES break that line, and once we have the new signal on the YM, a new signal buy, you can buy that. You can use it. But the short trade was on the YM. I was not happy with it, so I skipped it. If we notice on the ES came in for the last half an hour, couldn't break the 37 level. So now we are caught between the resistance 39.75 and 37 level. And we need to see an exit either or either. We need to see an exit below here or above here. If this ES going above that line, that means we are getting a new signal on the YM. You can follow that. It is a genuine signal. If this ES did not go above that line here, what you're looking at, then we are in trouble. We're going to stay in the chop. So let's see. We need to see an exit either above that line or below that line. And the market is stuck in that channel here. And this is not good. So for no matter what you do right now on the ES, you can follow the scalper here on the right corner, the market analyzer here for scalping. As you see, the scalper took a short trade in here. You're very welcome to scalp the market, but as a swing trading, there is no trade on the ES for now. And the Nasdaq now start going the opposite direction, and we'll see what will happen. Okay, so I'm gonna stay a bit quiet. I just need to get this guy the DAX. We are about to have a new signal on the DAX on the 3 minutes, not the 1 minute. It's a limited order at 30.50 for the DAX, 30.50. Limited order. Buy, not short. Okay, so thank you, sir. Here, a new signal on the gold. The price is 281.2, and the target 278.76. So this is the new signal. Thank you, Ben. I didn't pay attention to it. So there is a short trade on the gold. Again, once you see on the market analyzer a buy signal, changing from sell to buy, and it is a genuine one because now is about time for that ES to break that area here. It's going to break it. So it is very smart to follow the signal on the buy order to okay, I'll grab fresh coffee. I'll be right back. For the DAX, we called the trade on the DAX, and there is nothing is gonna hold your trade. We called the trade for you, and it was over 600 euro. Once we cross this number here, you need to close at 454.5. Don't wait till the target. Just close it right there at 454, and should be get you around 700 euro, 800 euro. All right, be right back. Thank you. Well, I'm so glad you're happy with it. Okay, you need to close at 454. So this is a good trade, a good call, and I would not wait till the 67 is a Friday, and here is your number right there. We're about to have a new signal on the YM. We got caught by a projection at 40.75, so hopefully we'll break that. And we should have a new signal very soon on the YM, buy signal. Okay, we have a new signal. As you see, new signal, buy signal, 42.5, target 64.68. Once we break the projection on the ES, this YM is going to fly. I don't think so, Ben, because Ben, you have the 30-year Treasury bond finally, went down. It is a Friday, and now we are waiting on that projection. Once this ES break that projection, this one here is going to fly with the Nasdaq. So right now we have this little bumper. Keep your eye on the 40.75. It is your key, and we need to break above the 40.75. I don't think so. It's gonna be a risk trade on this YM. I think it's going to be fine, but we need to break this 40.75 on the projection ES. Always the ES is the best signal in the house. Always, always. we might gonna experience a pullback. Um, if you are not on that trade, or if you're scared with that trade, close it and put a new trade at 429 limited order if you are scared from that trade, and put it at 429 limited order. There is a little pullback. I don't see anything major in here. New signal on the CL 6218, target 6188. If you want to put a limited order, you put it at 6217 limited order, sell limited order 17. 6217 limited order, sell. If you're not on the trade with the YM, you put a limited order, limited at 428. 428 limited order YM. Follow us on a sim, please. Getting closer to the lunch hour, and now the markets start dropping. It's Friday. Be patient, guys. Now start coming out. Whoever is in that trade with the YM, you are fine. You should be very fine with it. And it's taking you all the way to the 457. 457. CL limited order 6217. Sell limited order. You're fine on that one. And the first bumper is 451 on the YM, and then the second one is 458. For the DAX trader, you need to close at 454. 454. Ben, because the market did not close below the 37, as we said, the key, and we didn't get that key, the 37. So, and now we have the 30-year Treasury bond to the short, the NASDAQ to the long, the YM to the long, the ES to the long. So now the market, it is superb, and it is tradable. And that's how uh, you need to be patient with it sometimes. 460. On the first target, I put it for you on the YM is 459, guys. 459. You can take it out on that number and leave one as a runner if you want to. Okay, guys, it's 12 o'clock. We need to call it off for now. If it's not this market moving, let me give it another minute. Okay. Now it's 12 o'clock. I want to say it was a very good week. And for the ones that want to continue trading right now, as long as the ES is not below the 37, do not go short. The ES has to be below the 37 before you can go short. On the YM, you need, whoever is in that trade, you need to close your YM at 459. And 459, let me see if we can get it right now. Okay, this is it. That's all what we have. Does anybody have a question? Any of our members? Do you have any questions, please? Let me tell you one thing. This is right now we are 296 ticks into the profit from the last entry signal, and we have some couple hits in here. But if you look at the 3 minutes, we are 393. We are using the 1 minute for an ATM, and we are using the 1 minute, the 3 minutes for fully automated. And they did, both of them did very well today. I want to say thank you very much for it was a very nice week. And we will, Monday, we look forward to see everyone, private members only. And on Tuesday, we go back online, uh, continue live trading. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you all, and wish you, every one of you, a very pleasant weekend. Okay, bye for now.